Well, it'd be interesting to see whether we're going to get any flash ganks, maybe try and go for that early on, but with the first blood already gone, I guess they're going to settle down to farm mode. They don't get that bonus gold that you normally get from a first blood. However, a normal kill's quite helpful. While we look at the jungle realm, I've missed the second blues already going out there. The lizard buff is also gone, so Cyanide's just picked up the lizard buff. Looks like Warwick has just done the exact same at the top. So not really too much counter jungling. We've not seen, other than the Warwick attempt at gank, Cyanide's missing the mid gank as well as the top gank. 1038, what are we missing there?
The bottom turret has already lost 1,000 hit points at the 8-minute mark. This is bad for SK in bottom lane.
Yeah, they've been pushed heavy, and well, when we already saw the fact that they've been massively out-farmed as well, so it's kind of inevitable when there's a Janna with an AD, obviously getting that shield, that bonus that you get from it as soon as they get anywhere near hitting anyone, they're straight away buffing them up. Looks like there's a bit of a gank in the mid there. Ocelot's going to just back away from that. Sushi, actually, you know, the blue hasn't come back up yet, has it? Or did I miss someone stealing it? No. I was going to say, because Sushi certainly hasn't got it, which would be unusual. You normally would give it the mid AP. Ocelot's going to just get a little bandage toss and a tantrum on him. He's actually going to go for it. Going to try and get in there. They will take him down. So really nice wall. So Sushi leveling up the wall. That looked like at least a level 2 wall to me. Yep. And so Sushi leveling up the wall a little bit more than normal there, that you'd normally expect. Lamia, meanwhile, is only a level ahead of Wicked now, so he's slightly losing that advantage. We can see 3 down the bottom. Farfane has come down. Don't know whether they quite caught a glimpse of him in the jungle there.
It did not. This is a so-called ninja gank, where you wait for your creeps to push past that gap between the 2 bushes, and then you run into the second bush. So X-Peak and Melisson have no idea that Farfane is there right now.
So it was... meanwhile, PK is just quite happily just farming. He does have a Mumu with him. Cyanide just in the bush above, so it's almost a 3-on-3 now. Whether there is a double ward on Dragon as well. They're going to surely see Cyanide come around the side there. He's going to pop in. He has got his ulti, but unfortunately Melissan already went down. The ulti from PK is going to go across the lot. Didn't really do enough damage though. Limelight's going to push on, but that is going to be Janna down. So the first kill for SK there. Managed to get it actually before Cyanide got in, so they were kind of caught unawares by Amumu coming around the back side. Meanwhile, Lamia continues to push on Wicked up the top there. Warwick is going to immediately go straight into... Actually, he's not. He's just going to ward it. I was going to say, I thought he was going to go straight for the Wraiths and try and steal a little bit of Cyanide's jungle. He would have certainly been every right to do it. Instead, he's just going to go back and get blue, and I no doubt he's going to give it to Ocelot, which is probably going to see the exact same for Sushi and Cyanide going towards their own blue. Clairvoyance has gone down on it, so they can see that it's there. But nobody's really going to be able to do anything against it. Although Ocelot is coming around.
Just pick the enemy blue. Ocelot is warding the river, but I don't think they're making a move for it. They did ping it, so they are aware of the fact that it's back right now.
Yeah, Ocelot just warded. Yeah, so just in river. Looking down the bottom, and PK had continued to push that lane quite heavily, despite the fact he was on his own. He's quite happy to get last hits. 93 CS now to Corky's 72. Who actually got the kill? It was Warwick that got the kill. They're going to have another headbutt straight onto Melissan there. They're going to continue good for Melissan. What the hell is that?
I got trolled.
Yeah, you really were. You just trolled the whole stream. That's the videos even more worrying, so I'm glad you can't see that.
Daniel's muted for a second.
Oh, he's just someone. Is that IRC trolling? Was that?
That's such an old school.
But anyway, Sushi's being pushed. He's going to get suppressed down the bottom there. Farfane, he's going to come around. He's going to pop the ulti, a double push, and surely he's going to get rebirth pop. Yes, he will do, and I think they may take him down just before he gets up. He's going to be flashing straight out the second he spawns. Will he be able to get out in time? I don't think he will. The dot's on him. It's going to be a kill. Ocelot does take him down. Nicely done there. So Sushi down. It's 2-2 all square. Meanwhile, look at PK. PK still has not been back to buy, nor has Limelight has. Limelight's been back and bought himself a Sheen. They're going to dive onto PK there. PK's going to be in trouble here. He managed to get the pull right. No, he did not get it down, and he flashed out. Some of the spell used, but he's going to now go purchase because he's realised he's losing out on the damage. So nicely done by Sleazy there, catching him out. And double wards in the brush just above, and let's have a quick look towards the top there as Lamia is getting a little dive on him from Wicked there, and he did a
Already
random
has
jump.
DF sword.
Yeah, so he's got himself a lot of damage. Has Wicked been back and bought? Yes, he has. He's got a Sheen. So, as it is, all square with the farm. Sushi did get given the blue, didn't he? But he's obviously lost it in the meantime to that
Yeah.
gank.
Yeah, he has. Farfane may actually have Sushi's blue right now. I'm not entirely sure who got it. No, Ocelot has it. So 2 blues on Team SK right now. And another gank top. Let's see if Farfane's ulti is back already. Yes, it is. And that is Lamia going down. And no wards for fNatic in the river here. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so I guess whether he went, he's actually got the ward on him, so he just hadn't placed it. Or whether he's just, no, he hasn't just bought that. I think I'm pretty sure he had it on him when I saw the BF sword already. Meanwhile, down the bottom they're having a little go at Corki. Corki is fairly low on health. He's been blown backwards nicely by Melisande now. Oh, he's been exhausted onto PK though. He's just relying on skill shots rather than basic attack. Can they get Sleazy down? That's the question. Cyanide is coming around. He needs to land the bandage toss any second now before he gets too far away.
Oh,
Flashes
nice
out
flash.
of it. Oh, he's popped the ulti though, but it caught PK off guard, and that's a wasted ulti because they are going to dive, but he's never going to get it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think PK was quite ready for Cyanide to just throw his ulti out there, which has caught him out. Sushi, in the meantime, has Farfane coming round the bottom jungle, but I don't think it's going to take too much from it. So looks like Bloodthirst being built on Lamia.
That was a great flash as well from Alistair. If you saw that, he waited exactly for the second that he exited the brush because he knew Amumu would be waiting for that moment as well for him to show himself. And exactly at that second he flashed because he just knew the bandage toss would be coming. Of course, great reaction from Cyanide as well, flashing after him and using his ulti, but Peak was not ready for it.
And
PK in trouble.
Yeah, and he's been punted. He's surely going to get headbutted as well. Farfane got his ulti up, and that is going to be a dead PK. Look at Sleazy just getting himself in position for any exit that just he tried to make. There was no way he was ever going to get out of that one. Nicely done, Farfane coming around. So roaming ganks from Warwick are really working well. 2-0-2, and that's going to set up nicely for that Dragon, which they are going to take really without any response from fNatic because they've got nothing they can do about it. Obviously, that bottom lane being cleared out immediately gives them that. However, Lamia is taking a lot of damage off that top turret while they do that, and he may even get it down. Has ran out of minions. I don't think he'll get it just before Aurelia gets back. He's going to have a damn good go at it though. 470 hit points. He only needs a couple of shots. You can see he's got that BF sword. He's taking big chunks out of it. Here comes Wicked. Can he get it in time to save the turret? No, 50 health. He's going to leave the minions to take it down. There we go. And Wicked, well, did he have teleport? Did he teleport down? No, he didn't. So he just went straight down to get the dragon, but sacrificed the tower for it.
Yeah, he did not actually take Summoner Teleport. No, which is kind of strange. You often see Summoner Teleport in the top lane, but obviously you want to have those two Summoner skills, the Exhaust and the Flash. That did give them a kill earlier. And Farfane is trying his luck again, but now there is a pink ward from Team fNatic in the river. So this time, Lamia should see it in time. Actually, he goes back anyway.
So let's have a look at what Misfortune PK's been back. He's pulled himself. He's also building towards a Bloodthirst. By looks of it, he's got the Berserker Greaves on as well. Trinity and Berserker Greaves on. Sorry, he hasn't got Trinity. He's building towards a Trinity. Corky is. It would be very quick farming if he'd got a Trinity already. Catalyst Spectron Sorcerer's Boots on Malzahar. Identical on. Sushi's also got a Tear of the Goddess on there, which Ocelot's not quite built up yet. I don't think he would build it up either on Malzahar. There's a triple down the bottom now. I'm just see Cyanide in the brush. I don't know whether he's...
It was a ninja. It's an attempt at a ninja gank once again. Cyanide came through the brush on their side, and I don't think that Limelight or Sleazy are aware of him being there. No, Limelight goes... Oh no, actually he is aware of him. Okay. Alright. Probably a guess. Oh, but now Farfane coming down again. It's a 3v3 again. They're going for Cyanide.
Wasted.
Nice reset from Janna, but Cyanide may still fall.
Oh, Malzahar's there as well. He's going to go on to PK. He's going to get the suppress down. He has done. Warrior's going to finish him off. Surely it will be Limelight that's going to get the kill as well. So really nice work from SK there. Responding very quickly, getting straight down the river there, Malzahar. And Sushi's now only just reacting. So he's just, he's been caught completely out. Lamia's come down the bottom as well, but they're really nice gank there. So from fNatic trying to set up for the kill with Cyanide in bush, it backfired badly. And my God, have you been trolled again?
No, Firefox just restored everything.
As Joe, she can't handle Firefox restore session.
Did
Oh my word, Joey's trying to troll the stream, I swear. You know, just because he's not casting, he's trying to troll it instead.
Harsh.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll return to game. It is 6-3, SK with a fairly reasonable advantage. They've obviously got that dragon, but they have lost the tower. They haven't got anywhere near a tower either. I mean, top lane's full health. Mid's not really been scratched much, as nor is bottom, considering bottom is down to a third health already. Mid's on half, so yeah, I mean, fNatic-wise on towers, obviously they do have that 2 attack damage here, as like Daniel mentioned early on. And at the moment, Sleazy just... did he just ward it? Yeah, he just warded Dragon. Oh, no, that's been down there a while. So Wicked's actually got a rather large stack been pushed up top. So Lamia's done a good job at pushing stack. Looks like he's going to pick up the Lizard buff. No, he's not. He's just going to walk on by and ignore it. So are they going to try and set up for a gank on Farfane? No, they're not. They're, well, I mean,
they're just pushing.
Yeah,
fNatic have a massive advantage though in creep stats. If you look at that for 1 second, there's X-Peak and Lamia both at 140 roughly, and Shushay with 161 creep kills. Ocelot is not too far from that, but Aurelia and Corki are nowhere near the creep stats of Misfortune and Tristana. So this may work out in their favor, and there's a 4-man push mid right now. Wicked and Limelight are getting in position to go in from the sides, possibly. No, fNatic are pulling back.
Yeah, they saw them immediately go straight away. It's PK at the bottom that called it, obviously. He's built himself a Bloodthirster along with those boots he had. He was obviously building that earlier on. We've got a phase now on Limelight, so like I said, that Trinity Force being built. Farfane is actually having a cheeky look, see if he can get towards Lizard buff here. He's got Sleazy with him, who's got the Oracle on. Ocelot also, and Aurelia, so they're going to try and steal the Lizard buff. Melisande needs to be very wary. He puts that wall down, they can see the whole team there, so they are going to go around there. In fact, it's a 5-man push on Lizard buff, so they really want that Lizard buff. It's going to go to Limelight almost certainly, yes it will. So they do steal it nicely there. Meanwhile, looks like Lamia is going to try and put a bit of pressure on top lane, so SK are going to back away. They're going to have, looks like a 3-man down the bottom there. Aurelia comes around. I don't think they're going to, he's just covering off the push. Bearing in mind, SK's turrets are very low. Ocelot's going to have to be a little bit wary here, pushing on. He's got Cyanide and Sushi. They're surely going to take this mid turret down. Yes, they will. Nobody in SK has responded to it, so that's the mid lane down. Meanwhile, down the bottom, they are going to take that bottom lane. Then not really got the minions to go with it. PK's obviously going to wipe them out pretty quickly. I guess did he just use his ulti to wipe the lane? Yeah, he did, so it's kind of expected. So yeah, I mean, he's defending it well, and there's really not a lot of damage gone on towards that turret compared to the SK turret in the bottom there. So this could be the third turret now, as Sushi has joined lane. They're going to continue pushing for it. Lamia's just built himself another stack along top, which Wicked's going to have to pull away to do, which is why Ocelot is now responding. He's going to have to come down bottom, so they're going to have to try and cut off this fNatic push.
Oh, the wall catching Sleazy. That's obviously not the team member they wanted to catch, but still a nice wall. That's obviously what Anivia has to try in every team fight. Get a wall out that... Oh, and Sleazy goes in for Shushay. He hits the pulverized Farfane with the suppression, but Sleazy flashes out, should be safe for... Shushay flashes out, should be safe for now. That was a very, very aggressive push from Sleazy. A headbutt pulverized into a flash still, but Shushay got out with a flash of his own. Everything's reset. Wicked is coming bot as well. It looks like SK may want to set up for their second dragon right now, but fNatic are aware of it. Of course, there's a ward right there in front of dragon, and this may be the first proper 5-on-5 team fight here.
Yeah, and I think they were trying to take Sushi out of the picture so they could make it to a 4v5 team fight. I think that was the idea. Looks like Cyanide is going to start on Dragon. He doesn't really want to do that when there's 5 around there. He does have his ulti. In fact, all ultis up apart from Misfortunes at the moment. So I guess pretty much the same for the opposition. Although I think I saw Sleazy's...
ulti is down.
Yes, because he just used that, yeah, on Sushi. So they are going to try and pull this. Remember, they do have 2 ranged attack damage, so they'll be able to get a lot of damage down. And it's a case of who's going to use the smite the first, which is why Cyanide's maybe going to try and catch an ulti there. Sleazy instead is going to headbutt him away. That's reset the dragon, put it back to where it was. So remember that Sushi is at the back and Melisande both low. So whereas SK are all full hit points, they're going to try and brutalize and just force them out of lane with brute force.
Warwick ulti is back right now.
And they are going to go straight in for Cyanide. Cyanide is going to pop his ulti. It's Wicked, and Farfane's going to be the target. For Cyanide does go down. The Wicked is very low on health money. Also gets finished off. Lamia jumps on the entire team. Melisande does pop the ulti. PK's ulti is back up. Nicely done there on Sleazy. He's going to try and push, and Sleazy's surely going to go down. Ignite is on him. I think he might get away. He's on. He does finally get down, taken down. Meanwhile, they're going to come around the side. Sushi's going to come around. He's going to try and get Limelight. Lamia is all over them. He's going to jump straight on. Ocelot also low. This could be a team ace. He's jumped straight towards the tower, finishes them off nicely, and a team ace there by fNatic, and they only lost one member. It was only the Amumu tank, which is no great shakes. They are going to pick up the dragon there and steal the blue, and I guess they may even be able to get the turret as well with a complete wipe like that. Warwick's going to immediately, and Aurelia going to dash down because they know that turret's certainly going to be the next target. I think what they're going to possibly do is just go back. They are fairly low, so I'm not too sure whether they'll push it. Now it looks like PK wants his turret. He's going to have a good couple of shots. He's going to take. He may take it before, because Warwick and Wicked, they were coming straight down to mid, and then they set away.
They couldn't have stopped this anyway. That was an amazing team fight from fNatic, though. If you watched Lamia in this team fight, super aggressive positioning, using the rocket jump ability, of course, to position himself in such a way as to give the enemy only two options: either run away from him completely or focus on him. And since he went into the fight with sufficient hit points, the enemy couldn't just turn around and focus him completely, split them up over that ramp beautifully, and fNatic just showed much better coordination in this team fight, and they won it.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look at item builds, what they're all building towards now, because they're starting to get towards that stage. Obviously, we've mentioned that Bloodthirster was on Lamia. He's also got himself a second BF sword now, obviously being successful in that, as well as the Quicksilver Sash. Obviously wants to get out of whatever, whether it be Warwick or Malzahar, etc., trying to get out of there's Quicksilver Sash also on PK as well as that Bloodthirster he built quite early on. He's got himself a Brawler's Gloves and a dagger in there as well.
Gonna be a seal.
Yes, yeah, Zeal being built. I guess he's going to go the double Phantom Dancer that Wicked's been building pretty much most of the tournament, or the nice use of the wall there. Rabadon's Death Cap on Anivia, obviously doing quite well in those fights. He's giving himself a big chunk of gold as well as a nice bit of farm. Banshee's Veil on Amumu, and Heart Gold and Philosophers, etc. on the supports. Trinity has been completed on Aurelia. Malzahar hasn't quite completed the Rabadon's Death Cap. Almost got their Trinity completed on Corki, as well as a Vampiric Scepter, so probably going to have a Bloodthirst to come out maybe next on Corki. Alistair's got himself a double Heart of Gold and Philosopher's Stone, a Wit's End on Warwick, as long with that Giant's Belt and Madred's Razor, so probably going towards the next upgrade of that. So
Blood Razor possibly, I would say.
Yeah, almost certainly. So, I mean, they've all reset, and looks like fNatic are going to push straight up mid. It's 8-7 in score. I mean, fNatic have got all the turrets down on the outer. They're going to start on the inners, and until SK actually get themselves here and respond, they need to be quick, because Lamia and PK are going to take that down very quickly. They stripped off 2,000 hit points before SK even responded there. They were not awake there. They need to be a lot more reactive, because like we mentioned at the start, this double attack damage team, they can strip a turret down very quickly, which is what we're seeing compared to the SK's team. Really, it's a case of whether Wicked can get in on one of those attack damage heroes when this team fight happens.
Ooh, Sushi, very, very aggressive positioning there, but SK decided not to go for it. They could have had him, but he does have Rebirth up.
Oh, Farfane is going to go down. Cyanide jumping straight on Farfane there. He got caught out by the turret. As soon as that turret went, they were ready for the attack, and that's going to immediately put them in a 4-on-5 position. Are they going to back away and go straight for Baron here? It's looking like they might do. They have got enough defensive wards out. Are they going to get straight in? They are going to go for Baron. The Clairvoyance has gone down on them, so they know that they're there. SK going to come around the side there. I think it might just trap it. I'm not too sure whether they're going to try and finish off. A beautiful wall from Sushi there. That's going to keep the entire team away. Will they be able to finish it off before? Will they manage to try and get the steal bar across? Oh, beautiful steal from Ocelot there. Puts the silence bar across, and fNatic will not be happy with that. Really well done by Ocelot there. Superb. Malzahar getting the steal, and that's going to really put a crimp in fNatic style. They were looking so strong. That is a nasty steal, so that may keep SK in this one a little bit longer because they were in danger of being forced quickly out of it. Immediately, looks like fNatic are going to respond. They're going to go down towards bottom turret, but SK, now Farfane wasn't quite up in time. I think he missed it by about 2 seconds. They're going to push on towards this bottom turret. SK need to get here and respond quickly. They are going to get the full team there, and fNatic are going to go back and buy and lick their wounds, I guess, as well, because that was a great steal.
That was an amazing steal. The wall from Anivia, of course, is a game-winning skill very often because you can just simply say, no, we will not have a team fight right now. You stay away from us. And in many situations, that just means that fNatic would have gotten that Baron free of any contest, free of any fight there. But obviously, if you can have vision of the Baron, if you can time your skills as amazingly well as Ocelot just timed his skill there, and you can seal a Baron. And this is really hard. If you ever try this in a game of your own, you are most definitely gonna fail. This is not something you can simply do by guessing, oh, I guess this is the right time to steal Baron right now. So I'm sure that Ocelot has done this 100 times. He may have failed 90 times, but yeah, very, very nice for him, of course, to get it in a game like this.
Yeah, and of course the thing with the silence bar is it doesn't do the damage on the initial cast. It's when it expands and then finishes. That's when it's the damage goes down, isn't it? So yep. I mean, really well played, and the fNatic just catching out. They're going to go straight for Sleazy here. That's a bit of a strange target. They don't want to be picking him on. Farfane is going to come in. Farfane surely going to get target. Look at that. He's got the tri-vector of PK and Lamia both sides of him. That's surely going to finish her off. Oh, PK's ulti gets cancelled out there. Limelight all over him. Managing to get on nicely. This is working out very well for SK. Limelight are going to pick up the kills. Obviously, that Baron buff, that steal is working in their favour. Lamia is surely going to go down. He's going to try and get away. He does get finished off. Very well played by SK there. Probably the worst start to a fight as well. They went straight in. They got the bandage toss and they went, it's the cow. We don't want the cow. It's probably the worst person to catch. They're going to take that turret. They may even take the next inner turret. Almost certainly. There is only Melissan alive. You know what? They may even be able to get into the base. It's 10 seconds. They can strip this turret down pretty quickly. They're going to clear out the minion wave while that turret goes down. They're going to get straight on towards the base turret. It's still 3 seconds until fNatic get anyone alive that's going to be able to get in there. This is almost certainly going to be the inhibitor, Daniel. What a great exchange that's been.
That was an amazing team fight for SK this time around. Like you said, they found Alistar there, and then I think it was the indecision on fNatic's side that really caused them this team fight. Because like you said, they were like, oh, we found someone in the bushes. Oh wait, it's the cow. What are we gonna do? And then Cyanide kind of used his ulti when he was about to die. So it was a really, really bad usage of ultis. X-Peak was not in a good position to use his ulti. He got cancelled on top of that. So basically what they should have done there was just bailed when they saw Alistar. And obviously Alistar used his ulti, used Pulverize, and that just committed them to the team fight.
Yeah, so Dragon has been stolen as well. Well, I'm say stolen. It's pretty much easily farmed this time. Lamia has just come down to try and catch it. He's in that awesome Tristana firefighting skin. So he looks like he's building towards a Infinity Edge, Tristana. Let's have a quick look at the builds while the players reset and sort of decide what they're going to do. They're just giving the times on the Drake there. Looks like, yeah, that Zeal has been completed on Misfortune. Rabadon's Death Cap is already on Nivea, so he's not really he's completed the Banshee's Veil now, though. Mumu's not been able to complete much other than Banshee's Veil now on there, which I think he had already since we last looked. Rabadon's Death Cap now complete on Malzahar, as well as, I guess, the Banshee's Veil being built by him, possibly now. Relia has gone a little bit more tanky, so he's got that Warden's Mail in there, so going towards possibly a Frozen Heart there, maybe?
Runduin's Omen, I would say.
Yeah. Corki has now, Corki's got himself Infinity Edge, so obviously picking up a bunch of kills there. He's 5-2-3, so getting a load of kills there. Meanwhile, fNatic do push on this bottom turret. They need to get in and react, which SK are doing now. Obviously, the Baron buff has run out. So, I mean, really, that whole fight, despite the fact, like you say, the indecision, the fact that they'd stole the Baron, it's all sort of accumulated that SK have really got themselves back into this in a big way because they were in danger of slipping away. fNatic kind of had it in control, and just that one single Baron steal has just turned the whole game. Quickly look at builds again. Sorelia's Reverie has been completed by Alistar as well as obviously it's 2 hearts of gold. And I'm not too sure what Farfane wants to build. He's like got about 3 things on the go there.
Yeah,
so,
he did have what looked like the makings of a Guardian Angel there for a moment, but he seems to have changed his mind. And yeah, he's probably gonna go for a Sunfire Cape against 2 ADs, that would be the #1 thing to build. And for those of you who may not play League of Legends quite as much, you may be wondering why you see the 2 Trinity Forces on the SK team. Obviously, champions with spammy skills like Aurelia or Corki really want the proc damage from the Trinity Force, which is plus, it is a plus 150% attack damage after using a skill. So Corki obviously spams his ultimate in teamfights. Aurelia has lots of skills she can spam as well. So every time that procs, the Trinity Force does extra damage. And now SK pushing against the inner turret from fNatic. Can fNatic hold this? What do you think, Demon?
I think they might be able to. I mean, they're literally wiping the creep wave out, but they're gonna, if they can just keep it up and poke it and poke it and poke it. They have the obviously the super minions in the bottom, sorry, which Sushi's having to deal with. They're going to keep coming in, so that's going to keep it at a 4v5 on this bottom turret. So SK are just going to try and poke. You can see Sleazy trying to get a look around the back there. He's trying to see if he can get anything up. I guess he must have flash up by now, so he could possibly see a flash pulverize. He does have flash, I'm guessing. Yes, he does. Could possibly a flash pulverized, but I don't think he'll fall for it. Obviously Cyanide, etc. They're all going to have their you'll keep binging our stream, man. just because Joe's not casting, he's getting impatient on the computer. Yeah.
I'm very sorry, Joe.
But SKF give up on that one, so they're going to back away. Baron, remember, will be up. I didn't see if he got the time in it. 33:24, so that is due in 30 seconds, which is where they're backing away to now. And I guess SK are going to, fNatic, sorry, are going to be ready for that. Lami's just porting back. They need to immediately come around. They really could do with getting this top turret out of the way, because that's kind of like a little safe haven if there is a Baron fight, which is what Wicked's going to do. They're going to take that down very quickly as Farfane comes around. That's just going to go in seconds. So that's the final outer turret of fNatic down. So pretty even on turrets. Obviously the inhibitor going down is the big thing, and they've started the fight on Baron already. fNatic don't seem quite ready for this. They're not in a position to be able to get in there in time. The clairvoyance has gone down, but I think SK are going to get this before they do get in there. Cyanide's going to try and get in. Can he get a smite still? No, he cannot. SK have picked that up. Ulti goes across. Sleazy's really the one that's being hit. First, Cyanide has gone down. This is going to go badly wrong for fNatic. Surely the damage from SK. Farfane has been surely taken out of the picture. The Ignite going down, and Limelite's also been taken out with that Berserker crew. The Suppress went on to PK. PK just about gets away with no health. And despite all of that fight, that massive fight, and only one person went down in the whole thing. All of them getting away with so low health. So really well done. 40-40 the next Baron. But yeah, the whole fight, Cyanob's the only one that went down, trying to get in there, get that smite. So well done to all the players really for knowing when to get the hell out of the fight.
If you were watching PK during that fight, I was watching him because I was just waiting for him to see how quickly he'd use his Quicksilver Sash, and the reaction speed on these players is amazing. Malzahar didn't get more than one single tick of his ulti in on PK. I'm sure during the whole fight he was hovering with his finger over the 3 key, just waiting to use that Quicksilver Sash the moment he'd get suppressed. And that's exactly what he did. That's what saved him, because he basically ran out of that fight with 100 health.
Yeah, exactly, and then we saw it go straight down. And yeah, if you're one of the main primary targets, you know you're going to be ready for it. So it's just like it's going to hover your finger, like you say. It's going to be going down. So Wicked's going to steal the blue, give it to Limelight, I guess. No, he's.
Yeah, he gave it to Limelight.
Oh, he did, yes. You can't see it under the Baron buff. So they're going to come straight in. Obviously, that inhibitor has respawned mid, so they're going to go straight for it. So this is fNatic's kind of last stand. Cyanide is back up. He has his ulti ready. Can he get in and get on any of the main players? That's really what he wants to do. He's not really been able to quite land it as you like. They're not getting any defense on this. They put the wall down, but it's not going to stop the fact that Corki was at the back there. So inhibitor goes down. They're going to move down towards the bottom turret. There is a small wave, but that's not going to be able to stop it. I guess Sleazy's probably going to go straight in and tank it, maybe clearing out that jungle ward. He's obviously got the Oracle on Sleazy, and SK come around, fNatic come around, sorry, to defend it.
SK will be very happy to fight right now. They have all their ultis back, obviously, and Wicked has Randuin's Omen.
Oh, Ocelot's going to get caught. Ocelot does get caught, and the ulti going out. The Mumu went down in there. Cyanide was the player. Limelight is going to back up. Well, like you say, they were looking to get that caught, but really great wall from Sushi there, which is what separated him, which is what caught him out, and that's going to knock SK down to a 4v4. They've got that ward in jungle. They need to be careful here. Melisande now. Melisande finally finds it. Needs to be a little bit wary. The whole of SK coming around the corner. Can they catch him in time? No, he's just going to back away. And SK reset and go back towards this turret. And fNatic are like, oh, they're still here. Or
if
Sleazy.
I was fNatic, I'd want to fight this. I really want to fight this. Ocelot is down. That means a lot of the damage and the suppression is missing for SK. While fNatic still have their 2 AD. I definitely want to chase them and fight this. But fNatic don't seem to agree with me here, and they're going home.
Well, fNatic are going home, but SK is still lingering. Wicked really wants to fight, doesn't he? He's going to have a go on Melisande. He may well be able to get him. He just uses the flash up, so yeah, to use his summon a spell up there. So that's one done while they steal the red buff. And yeah, Ocelot is back up now. Are they going to go back and buy? Or they're going to try and hang around? They're going to pick up Dragon almost certainly. So Limelight goes across. And I guess Ocelot's going to come down, pick up Blue on the way down. He's got himself that Rabadon's Death Cap. He's got a Void Staff as well now. So it's going to take some of that magic penetration on. Meanwhile, everybody else is going to port and buy. So what is Corki going to buy? He's getting himself really quite fed. He's got he's 7-2-3. He'd already got that BF sword. He's built it into
Bloodthirster.
yeah. So he's got a lot of damage there, hasn't he?
313 attack damage. That is just painful.
Let's have a look and see how they're going to respond. Lamia, I think it was actually PK that got the kill down the bottom. He's trying to build towards an Infinity Edge, but obviously hasn't got the gold. I'm guessing that's what the pickaxe is going to be the start of. Yeah, look, but that is a massive amount of damage. Baron has now run out on SK. It's going to be back up in 3 minutes time, or 2 minutes time, which is maybe why SK are going to maybe put a couple of defensive wards out. Yes, so Clairvoyance goes down, sees the defensive ward go down there, and I guess they're going to push both top and middle lane and just maybe start on the next Baron.
They may want to take this top turret first. And as you can see, Wicked on his Aurelia is really building pure defense after the Trinity Force, which makes sense because most of the damage really that he's worried about is AD. Oh, are they going to go for a nice wall, but nobody followed up on that wall? Turret is still at full health. This would be the time to fight for fNatic if they wanted to fight this. Shushe obviously at half health, but he does have his rebirth up, so he shouldn't be too worried.
Yeah, so Corki just popping his ulti through the wall there. I'm wondering whether he's going to come around the side and keep trying to poke it through, almost Nidley style with the spear. Just keep trying to work it down. Obviously, he has 7 of those ultis. The wall separating Wicked this time didn't manage to go for it though. Cyanide was actually around the backside of the turret, so he wasn't quite ready for it. Wicked does go diving in there. So Cyanide tried to get in there, but got the ulti from Limelight straight in his face as soon as he did. And that's knocked him down to half health with that dot on him as well. So Cyanide's not in a great position to be able to go diving in with his ulti at the moment. He's obviously Banshee's Veil has been popped as well.
And Misfortune has to go home to defend the Nexus Tower, so it's a 5v4 at the turret right now.
Yeah, so he's going to clear out those super minions, like you say. The inhibitor must be due to respawn soon. They have a reasonable stack down bottom. Here we go. Sushi's going to go straight in there. Sushi gets popped straight onto Rebirth. Sushi's going to go down. Limelight is very low on health, but I think he's going to survive. PK does manage to get the ulti across. I think Lamia also goes down in the fight there. Farfane is going to back away. Ocelot, and that's a 4-4-3, I think, that fight. PK did survive. He's standing in the pool. He might want to move from there. He's going to try and maybe pick up anything on the way. He's trying to get as much lifesteal as he can on the little baneling thing there. He's just going to, he's got probably enough damage to maybe keep them at bay. I don't think he wants to be really wary of Sleazy getting in, getting a pulverize and a headbutt, which is exactly what he does. Comes straight in, flash, pulverize, headbutt, bang, dive straight on him. Melisande does manage to get Ocelot down in there, but that's going to be the final turret, the second turret, sorry, base turret going down. As long as Limelight actually gets around, they're going, yeah, come on, let's get some damage on it if you don't mind, instead of taking the minions down. That's going to be the inhibitor going down as well. Wicked's just getting the lifesteal, and this could well be GG for SK. And it is everything has spanned from that single Baron steal. What a great bit of play by SK.
Absolutely, yes. And like you were saying, why were they doing that? Because Sleazy had flash up, Sleazy had pulverize. That was just too dangerous. And yeah, they're just ignoring fNatic now. They're just taking down the Nexus because they can. And it's GG. Game 1 goes to SK.
Yeah, so really well played, SK. I mean, it's a little unfair on fNatic because they didn't do anything wrong other than get Baron stole off them, and it just rolled from there. It was literally snowballed in. So SK proving why they were the #1 seed in this tournament, really. You know, if only they'd have performed like that against their games. So it's a close match, has to be said, because fNatic really should have won that one. However, they're going to feel, I guess, on comms, they're going to have a good discussion, and they're going to feel they maybe throw it away. I don't know. And it's going to be interesting to see how they pick from that. How do you think they could have done better, really, in there, other than obviously not have Baron
Not
stole?
I really don't think that the Baron steal was such a big deal, but what followed after the Baron steal was the big problem. Once you get Baron stolen, even if you are ahead before the Baron, you have to realize that the enemy team just got a fat load of gold, and they have that Baron buff on them, so you need to be a lot more defensive. And when that fight in River happened, I've been thinking about that some more. The problem wasn't only how they reacted to that fight, the problem was that they were there in the first place. They shouldn't have been in the river in a place where they could have been attacked like that. Clearly they were behind at that point, and they should have respected the fact that SK are really, really dangerous. And I think when they lost that fight, that fight around the big indecision, I think that was really when the game started to go away. And obviously it didn't help how they defended or failed to defend the top turret, but by that time it was definitely over. I think it was really the fight that followed after the Baron steal that decided the game rather than the Baron steal itself.